On this episode of Nerd Night Reviews, we take a closer look at TMNT, Mutant Madness. The game was released in September of 2020 and is a combination of a time-based resource-gathering game, much like Clash of Clans, Township, or Empire 4 Kingdoms, and a character-building, fighting-style RPG game like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, or Final Fantasy War of the Visions. Unlike the aforementioned games, however, TMNT Mutant Madness is much more simplistic and straightforward at release. As is the case with other mobile games in this genre, it is centered around unlocking characters and leveling them up to advance further in the game. In this case, Congregate and Synapse Games bring to life various heroes and villains from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. One of the more frustrating elements to the game at launch remains the lack of detailed information on what each statistic or graphic means for each character. For instance, I can try clicking on all of the available graphics that you're seeing and nothing happens, except for the green shell-looking power rating, which just displays how total power is calculated. There was a recent update in early October 2020 that made a fact website available to players, which does detail what some of the symbols mean, but it's kind of a head-scratcher why they didn't just simply code this information into the game and make it simple for the player to see. Further complicating the RPG aspect of the game, each character's skills, which you can see at the top of the screen, reference statistics that the player has no idea what they do. In this case, you can see that Raphael says gain X number of defense and strength and alertness. So who knows what alertness actually means? This makes character building difficult as the player is oftentimes left guessing which characters are going to be best in the long-term aspect of the game. Onto the resource gathering component of TMNT Mutant Madness. You can see at the top of the screen there are 3 primary resources to collect: scrap, ooze, and gems. To level up characters, you need to collect ooze. This is going to be the most important resource in this game. You can collect ooze in a couple of different ways. The primary way to collect ooze is through your ooze refinery in your lair function of the game, which is going to naturally generate ooze over time. The other way to collect ooze in the game is to play the adventure mode in past stages to gain reward. The lair function at the bottom of your screen is also home to other resource gathering rooms, such as the scrap collector, the research lab, and the advanced lab. Each of these rooms generate resources that are used in different ways, but again, the primary resource the game is centered around is ooze. You will also notice the lair is home to the Season Pass room, which provides bonus resources to paying customers upon completing daily goals, much in the same way as Clash Royale and Disney Sorcerer's Arena. The Dimensional Clash Room allows the player to battle other players a limited amount of times every day, and the Clan Hall Room is where you can join a clan or view the clan that you are in. Clans, however, don't really offer the player with any additional modes or benefits as of October 2020. Hopefully the developers expand on this function more in the future. The events function at this point in time is nothing more than a place to view how you rank and how much ooze or scrap that you've spent on your server. In other words, it's fairly worthless at this point in time. By and large, the game is primarily centered around the adventure function, where your characters battle baddies from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe while advancing a pretty basic and cheesy storyline. One noteworthy aspect to TMNT Mutant Madness is the lack of any type of energy spending system, and the inability to go back and play any adventure stages that you've already passed. In this sense, you play until you get stuck in adventure mode and then wait hours, or days even, for your ooze refinery to generate enough ooze to level up your characters to the point where you can defeat the next stage in the adventure function. Overall, the biggest upsides to the game right now are the smooth graphics, upbeat music, and the fact that the game isn't a huge time sink. You sign in, collect your resources, level up your characters, maybe play a level or two, and you're done for the day. The biggest downsides to the game right now is the lack of accessible information on what character statistics mean and the lack of game modes or functions for the player to engage in. So would I download TMNT Mutant Madness? It depends. If you're looking for a dynamic character building RPG with a lot to explore and accomplish, you're going to get bored with TMNT Mutant Madness fairly quickly. If you already have a multitude of other games that you are playing every day, you happen to love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like myself, it's an easy game to throw in the rotation because it doesn't take much time to manage on a daily basis at all. Our final rating? 3.5 nerds out of 5. Lots of potential, but a lot left to desire. Until next time, cowabunga, dudes!